Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. I have some bad news for you guys. So let's go pick up my RSX. Guys, here it is. Just picked it up a few minutes ago. Brought it here so I can just talk about it. I know you guys are probably disappointed. You probably wanted to see the build to be finished maybe this weekend. But I would say this is kind of my fault. I brought my parts back with me and make a real short of why this build is kind of delayed now is because I didn't order the parts on time. I mentioned in my previous video where I was missing the intake manifold gasket and I did order it, but there's a problem with the shipping, so it's not gonna arrive till Thursday. And what day is that? I think it's the 16th, and my mechanic is going on vacation on the 15th. So basically the part is gonna arrive a day after my mechanic is gonna close the shop for 2 weeks. He offered to keep the car in his shop. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I'd rather keep it at home in my garage. I mean, it's not that big of a deal just because when he does arrive in 2 weeks and I will probably have my gasket by then, I'll just take the car to a shop again and just quickly get that replaced. I mean, it's kind of good that I do get this delay now because now I can try to look for that 6-word valve that I explained in my previous video, and I can probably order my Honda K Pro, the software that I'm going to tune this car on, and that is kind of pricey as well. By the time I do take this car back to the shop, there wouldn't be any delay. I'll just get this car done in a day, bring it back, have all the parts to go in it, and then quickly get this build finished. Obviously these builds never finish, but just for the way I want it for now, will be finished. So I'm sorry. I know I built the hype for this car. I just never knew the shipping is gonna be delayed for another week. I thought it's gonna be here today, which is the 13th. You know what's super weird? Ever since I bought the car back, which has been an hour, the car idles perfectly now, which is so weird. Idling at 700, 800 RPM. Before I dropped it off, before he even touched the car, idling at 1200, 1100, which is why I bought this part, the idle air control valve. The check engine light is gone too. And yet he told me that he didn't do anything to the car. Bro, like what's up with that? Like you experience so many problems before you take it to the mechanic, and right when the car gets to the shop, everything's perfect, everything's fine. The funny thing will be if I were to return this idle air control valve and get my money back. Now I'm not gonna do that. Why would I? Because we're gonna take off the throttle body off anyway, so why not just take the extra step and just replace this? It is really hot outside. It's gonna be over 100 degrees today, 102, 103, that's what the temperature is saying, and I am already sweating. And this car doesn't even have AC. The previous owner said that the AC needs a recharge. I don't know how much I believe that because RSX I had before this, that owner said that it needs a recharge until I found a leak in the AC system. Even when the car is moving, it's idling perfectly. There was nothing wrong with it. It fixed on itself magically. Home sweet home. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna clean this intake manifold anyways, so why not just do it since the car is home and I do have the parts with me. I do have some dishwashing soap. This is the regular one. Also got an old toothbrush that I'm gonna use to scrub on here, and I got some WD-40. Not sponsored by them, but it helps to remove all this. I also got a supply of water right next to me, so I could just use that. Okay, now we're all out of soap, but we're gonna use WD-40 now, and it already looks a lot better just with the brush and soap. basically done now, but we're just gonna wait for it to dry up, and I'll probably wipe it off once it kind of dries up, and then I'll show you guys the results from before and after. Alright guys, so here it is, it's all done. I know it doesn't look perfect, but it looks 10 times better than how it was before. There was a lot of shit stuck in here, and now I cleaned it up pretty well, where this would look pretty good inside the engine bay with all the other mods. So today we're going to be cleaning my RBC intake manifold for my RSX Type S, and we're going to be using WD-40, old toothbrush, and some dishwashing soap. This is the before. We're going to start off by applying a little bit of soap to the toothbrush and gently going over the intake manifold so that the sludge, dirt, or whatever that is on top can come off. Next, hose it down, and once all the soap is finished, I'm going to apply WD-40. With WD-40, all the remaining dirt and sludge will come off, and I'm using the same toothbrush to rub it in. We're gonna hose it down for the last time, and we're gonna just let it dry. There we go, we are all done. Alright, new day, new me, and guess what? This has arrived. Like I said, it's gonna come on the 17th. It came last night. And this is the reason why the entire build is delayed. Okay, definitely need this. The build will begin when my mechanic comes back from vacation, and for the time being I will buy my Honda K Pro V4.